Raise your hand if you also gasped heavily when Gladys's necklace fell apart in the Gilded Age episode 3. Well, I have both good news and bad news for you. The good news is, you are not alone. We all gasped at the scene. The bad news is, this scene hints at greater tragedies to come in the series, and episode 4 will showcase a very dark fate for her. So, let's talk about it. Now, I don't know about you guys, but what shook me in episode 3 was realizing how much pressure had been put on Gladys, all in the name of appearances. And I get it. Back in the Gilded Age, arranged marriages weren't just common, they were actually expected. Especially among rich American families trying to gain status through European titles. Families like the Russells weren't looking for love matches. They were looking for power, for reputation. After all, they were the new money of their society. So, getting a reputable Old English title before their name was one of the easiest and most effective ways to be accepted among the high circles of New York. So, as we can all see, for Bertha, marrying off her daughter to the Duke of Buckingham wasn't a romantic achievement. It was a business deal. But of course, scenes like the Duke asking for more money is the dark side of this whole scheme, as it shows that no title comes for free. Is it just me, or did you also feel like Gladys is basically a line item on a spreadsheet in this arrangement? I mean, who would want to be a part of that? Well, evidently, Bertha does not want anything more than being a part of that. Thankfully, George did not let it happen at the time, which caused the Duke to walk away, ruining the deal. And Bertha is left humiliated, not just because she lost the match, but because she staked her daughter's future on it and still came up short. From there, things spiraled. Bertha saw the Duke at the opera, already with a new heiress on his arm. Meanwhile, Gladys is just barely holding it together. She's lost Billy, the only guy she ever really wanted. She's being pushed into the spotlight, surrounded by strangers, expected to smile and pose as if nothing's wrong. And she's standing there under this massive portrait, painted to celebrate a life she never chose, knowing it's all a lie. That's when she breaks. And honestly, I don't blame her. In episode 4, we will see Gladys and the Duke getting married with a ceremony that no parties wanted to be a part of. The first night of the marriage will feel like a nightmare to Gladys. To forget everything that happens, she will start abusing alcohol, which will worsen her both mental and physical health. From episode 4 to the ending of the season, we will witness Gladys turning into someone whom we cannot recognize anymore. As a woman who has lost everything she cared about in life, and forced into a marriage that she did not want to, she will gradually lose her desire to live at all. Bertha, though, won't realize the mistake she made until it is too late. She doesn't even seem to notice the human cost. She's too deep into her own performance. She doesn't see her kids anymore, just symbols of success. She is imagining a duchess daughter, a senator's son, and when that image is threatened, even slightly, she goes into damage control. In episode 4, during the wedding, there will be people around her warning her about the concerning state of Gladys. The number one name, of course, will be George. Who cares about his daughter more than anyone else? But Bertha will simply ignore them, until it becomes impossible to ignore. Until it becomes clear that instead of getting a duchess daughter, she lost the one daughter she had completely. And this will cause her relationship with George to be strained even further. In episode 4, George's annoyance with Bertha will increase even more, to the point that he will question how come he loved someone like her in the first place, simply because she will be unrecognizable to her. As he blames himself for not being able to save his daughter from this marriage, he will stand up for Larry and Marion, hoping that at least one of their children would end up in a marriage they want. And Bertha will hate to see that he united with everyone else against her. We will witness their resentment for each other fuming, leading them to an irreversible point. For more weekly updates on the Gilded Age, make sure to like and follow. Meanwhile, the video on the screen might also interest you.